Before we begin, make sure you're alone. Close your eyes. Listen to the rain. Because every story has a heartbeat, and some refuse to stop. You're listening to Bloody Chapter. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories that haunt the mind long after the sound fades. Tonight's story: the last room service where love checks in, but never leaves. He called me Evelyn. Not because that was my name, but because that's what he wanted me to be. Men like him always do that. They rename you. Dress you up in a fantasy and pretend you fit. But fantasies, they break so easily. The first time I saw him, he was sitting in the hotel bar. Whiskey glass, wedding ring, eyes that never looked away. I could tell he was the kind of man who thought silence was seductive. So I let him have his silence, right until I spoke. "Are you waiting for someone?" I asked. He smiled, slow, deliberate. "I was, until you showed up." How sweet. How predictable. He ordered another drink, then another. By the time he asked if I wanted to see his suite, I already had his room number memorized. I always do. Room 814. The walls smelled like rain and guilt. He loosened his tie, trying to play confident, but I saw the tremor in his hand. He said, "You look nervous." And I said, "Only because I've been waiting for this." He thought that was flotation. It wasn't. He kissed me, desperate, hungry, like a man drowning, mistaking salt for salvation. And I let him, because I needed him close enough to feel his heartbeat. It was fast, too fast. Not from lust, from fear. He didn't realize it yet, but he knew. Somewhere inside him, he knew what was coming. I told him to close his eyes. He smiled. "You're dangerous, aren't you?" I whispered back, "Only if you lie to me." And oh, he did. He lied about his wife, about his job, about his name. But that's not what got him killed. What got him killed was the tattoo. A small thing, faded, just beneath his collarbone. A snake eating its own tail. He didn't know I'd seen it before. On someone else. Someone who never made it home. You see, I'm not who he thought I was. Not a stranger. Not a mistake. I was the sister of the woman he left in a river last spring. And I've been waiting, watching, hunting. He begged, of course. They always do. Tears mix with rain so beautifully on white hotel sheets. He said he was sorry, and I said, "I know." The blade was small, silver, elegant, like a secret. I pressed it just beneath his jaw, and whispered, "Room service." When it was over, I poured myself a drink. Whiskey. Neat. Outside, thunder rolled through the city. Soft, approving. And for the first time in months, I breathed. I checked the mirror. Not for blood. For control. Because that's the thing about murder. It's never about death. It's about silence. The kind that only comes after the heartbeat stops. By the time they found him, I was gone. New name, new lipstick, new story. They'll call it another unsolved case. Another broken man in a locked room. But I know better, because I left something behind. A lipstick mark on the rim of his glass. The same shade she wore the night he killed her. And maybe, one day, they'll notice the connection. Maybe they'll find me. Maybe they won't. Either way, I'll be ready, because there's always another man, another drink, another door that opens with a smile. And when it does, I'll be there, waiting. You've been listening to Bloody Chapter. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories that haunt the mind long after the sound fades. Sleep well, if you can.